Belarus votes to renounce its nuclear weapons-free status. Belarus referendum to renounce neutrality comes as Russia maintains a high state of readiness for nuclear deterrent forces in the midst of the Ukraine conflict. Belarus voters approved constitutional amendments allowing the country to host nuclear weapons at a time when the former Soviet Republic has become a staging area for Russian troops invading Ukraine. According to Russian news agencies, the Belarusian Elections Commission reported Monday that approximately 65.2% of voters in a referendum approved the change. Voter turnout, according to the agencies, was 78.63%. Given President Alexander Lukashenko's tight control over his regime, the outcome was unsurprising. It has the potential to reintroduce nuclear weapons on Belarusian soil for the first time since the country gave them up following the collapse of the Soviet Union, raising the stakes at a time when Lukashenko has fallen behind Russian President Vladimir Putin's military assault on Ukraine. Putin ordered the activation of Russia's nuclear deterrent forces on Sunday, escalating tensions with the West dramatically. Lukashenko said Sunday at a polling station that he may approach Russia about returning Belarus nuclear weapons. If you, the West, transfer nuclear weapons to Poland or Lithuania, close to our borders, I will approach Putin and ask for the unconditional return of the nuclear weapons I gave away, Lukashenko stated. Belarus's constitutional referendum repealing its non-nuclear status paves the way for increased military cooperation with Russia, which deployed forces to Belarusian territory under the guise of military drills before rolling them into Ukraine as part of the invasion that began on Thursday. The reforms also bolster Lukashenko's 27-year-old hold on power, allowing him to remain in office until 2035 and providing him with lifetime immunity from prosecution once he leaves office. Additionally, the reforms empower the All-Belarusian People's Assembly, which was established to set the country's priorities for the next 5 years and consider possible constitutional amendments. Lukashenko established the assembly, which is composed of party members, local council members, government officials, and activists from pro-government organizations. The West has stated that it will not recognize the referendum results, which were held amid a widespread crackdown on domestic opponents of the government. Protesters calling for a new election and the removal of Lukashenko have been met with repression by authorities, with over 35,000 arrested and thousands brutally beaten. Thousands of Belarusians fled the country during the clampdown, including prominent opposition figures such as Svetlana Tsikhanouskaya, Lukashenko's primary election opponent. Tsikhanouskaya urged Belarusians to use the referendum vote to express their opposition to the conflict in Ukraine. I was at a loss for how to begin this appeal for a long period of time. Because how can you expect people to take courageous actions after a year and a half of fear? The war into which we have been drawn began 2 days ago, she stated during a special address. However, Belarusians have not publicly declared their opposition to it, nor have they demonstrated this to Ukrainians through their actions. Therefore, do I have the authority to petition you? Perhaps. However, if I do not attempt, I will not be forgiven. Several people gathered at polling stations in Minsk and other cities in Belarus, according to videos and photos posted on social media. Numerous videos captured the crowd chanting "Stop the War." On Sunday, the presidential office of Ukraine announced that a delegation would meet with Russian officials near the Belarusian border. According to the Ukrainian foreign minister, he received assurances from Belarus that it would stay out of the war while negotiations continued.